As you can probably tell, this machine was particularly noisy. Working in this environment for 12 hours a day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day bar Sunday would have been particularly testing on the hearing. Welcome to MHA Digital Communities. My name's Nicola. We're here today at Paradise Mill in Macclesfield. I'm going to tell you about the skein to bobbin winder. So, a skein of silk, much like this, once washed, dyed and thrown, was transferred onto a swift. Here, the swifts were then loaded onto the machine. This machine takes the thread from the swift and loads it onto the bobbin in even layers. This machine is just one in isolation. Originally there would have been banks of these machines on the floor below. It was women's work to maintain this machine. Part of their job would have been to walk up and down the banks of machines. They would have been responsible for 144 bobbins. That's 72 on one side of the machine and 72 on the other. Their role would have included replacing the bobbins when they were full and changing the swifts and skeins as they ran out. Other parts of their job included mending the thread if it broke. This work could also have been performed by children who were employed as piecers. Children age 9 could be employed in this job. However, we know that in the early 19th century, children as young as 5 or 6 could have been employed in this work. Now I'm going to demonstrate the machine for you. So the machine takes the silk thread up from the swift over the ceramic bobbin shaped piece here and through the rivet, and then is wound manually onto the bobbin before the machine is turned on. And now let's see it in action. So each bobbin is engaged, which in turn moves the swift and transfers the thread onto the bobbin. As you can probably tell, this machine was particularly noisy. Working in this environment for 12 hours a day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day bar Sunday would have been particularly testing on the hearing. Not as bad as other machinery that mill workers would have used, but still, along with the delicate work which tested the eyesight, the hearing was also put under pressure.